You know what, Dad? I got an idea for a new plaque that you can put on your office door. It says, Robert Hughes, M.D., finder of lost patients.
I appreciate the sentiment, but you know, the less said about yesterday's confusion with Mr. Goff.
Why? To spare John Dixon the embarrassment? I doubt he'd do the same for you. Besides, Mr. Goff was his patient.
Chris.
I know. He's my superior, and I have to keep my mouth shut about telling him what to do with his opinions.
That's not exactly the attitude I was hoping to hear from you.
Attitude? Me? John Dixon has put you through the ringer the last few weeks, but hey, I'm over it.
Good. I am, too. Now, off the record, I appreciate your loyalty. I've got to see Dr. Decker and get the results of those tests.
What do you think he'll say?
Well, it seems he's ruled out Alzheimer's.
That's got to be a relief.
Well, it's nice to know what it isn't, but I'm not really going to be relieved until I know what it is.
You know what, Dad, this is weird for me to say, and probably harder for you to hear, but I'm proud of you.
Thank you, son.
Dr. Hughes.
What's this?
It is your letter of resignation as Chief of Staff. Sign it before somebody else dies.
Rosanna, it's your husband. Just reminding you I love you. Who the hell are you, anyway? What? Did someone say something? Hi. Are we to assume that every morning's going to start at several thousand decibels now that we're all chums?
Got Lucy a new CD.
That's great.
Why are you in such a bad mood?
Oh, I don't know. Just waiting for the sky to fall in.
Why?
You know, all hell breaks loose when your mother leaves.
Not this time, Daddy. This time, everything's going to be different.
You have this on good authority?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm happy now, and you'll be happy too once Rosanna moves back.
Can we table the discussion of my wife while you have company?
Not a raised voice in the house. I can leave with a happy heart. You know, Mom, maybe you shouldn't go just yet.
Carly Snyder. Maiden name, T-E-N-N-E-Y. Right. Missing 48 hours. Suspected foul play, right. All right. All right, thanks a lot.
Highway Patrol?
Yeah.
You know what, Hal? Jack has got you spooked. I am just not feeling this theory that Carly's in trouble.
Really? What are your feelers telling you?
Well, I think you have to consider the source. Last time she vanished like this, we found her in a Cancun resort.
Already checked him out.
Come on, Hal.
Come on what, Margot? Rosanna's already lied to Jack about when was the last time she saw Carly. I myself heard a conversation between Carly and Rosanna that I can only describe as threatening. So I don't need Jack spooking me.
Well, so she was angry. People say things when they're angry all the time.
Jack also saw her scarf in Rosanna's car.
Yeah, and I leave stuff in my sister's car a lot.
Yeah, but you actually get along with Katie.
All right, then there's a little issue of Jack not having the search warrant when we found the scarf.
Well, he's got one now.
And in the meantime?
In the meantime, I'm going to bring in the only person that I think can shed some light on this situation.
Are you aware your fellow officer just climbed into my trunk?
We'll be done soon.
You cannot manage your own wife, so you are harassing me. It is pointless, it is vicious, and you will not get away with it.
I got $5 and that warrant that says I can keep looking.
I trust you know what you can do with your warrant.
Take your time, Palmer.
What do you think you're going to find in here? Carly's travel itinerary?
No, Rosanna. Something else. Something specific. So why don't you stop wasting all our time and energy and just tell us what you did with it?
Resignation letter?
You stay out of this.
Now, go easy on him. He's understandably concerned. Now, why don't you explain yourself?
Last night you went in to see Myrtle Scott to arrange her release, right?
Yes.
You made a notation in her chart. All her vitals were stable.
That's right, because they were.
Half an hour later, Myrtle Scott was dead.
No.
I think that the medical examiner will find the cause of death was cardiac arrest.
So, Mr. Scott, she had the chronic shoulder pain that she's had for the past 3 years. No, she was fine. Her EKG was unchanged. Where are you going with this?
I don't think we can ignore any longer. The 3 people are dead. They were all your patients, and they've died for reasons which you don't seem to be able to explain.
You knew about this last night and didn't call Dad?
Because I was very busy here and I wasn't making courtesy calls, all right?
Oh, but you found the time to type up a resignation letter. Tell me something, Doctor. Does that letter happen to recommend you as Dad's successor?
All right. I'll handle this. I'm sure you've got work to do.
How long are you willing to put lives in danger because you are unable or unwilling to deal with your problems?
Now, what's the matter? You practically got smoke coming out of your ears.
John Dixon is trying to railroad my dad again.
Into what?
Into giving his position up at Memorial. We lost another patient last night. Once again, it was one of Dad's.
I know Myrtle Scott.
He's trying to lay the blame for hers and the other recent deaths at Dad's feet. He's acting as if my father's walking around in a haze, taking lives for the hell of it.
No wonder you're upset.
If one word John Dixon were saying were actually true, my dad's whole personality would have had to have changed. But it hasn't. I watch him like a hawk. Unless you think I'm in some sort of denial.
No. Your dad's personality has not changed. And from the tests that I've taken, there is nothing to indicate that what's going on here is your dad's fault.
Joe Munson, just like you requested.
All right, kid. Are you ready to help me break this case?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take him home from here.
Go easy on him.
Oh, yeah, we've got a deal together, don't we? Mm-hmm.
Hey, Emily. I'm really sorry about Paul. Oh, thanks. I'm still having a hard time accepting he's actually gone. Yeah, he was one of the rare ones. Even while the forces around him couldn't turn him otherwise, he turned into a decent man. Yeah. Well, poor Rose, she's taking it really hard, yeah. Well, it's going to be hard for you, too. I know that you guys were close. Yeah. Once upon a time. I'm telling you, it's so sad I can barely talk about it. You know what? You just stay strong. Stay strong. Okay.
All right. Are you going to help me break this case?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now,